Can someone tell me who Diego Miranda is? This is a tactic from the Steam Workshop where I found it. Unfortunately, there is no description, comments, or anything. All it is called is the 4231 Diego Miranda. When I've searched Google for Diego Miranda, there are actually several football players named Diego Miranda, but I have no idea which one this is based off of. So we're kind of going up in the air. If you know who this is, or if you are QuiteScroll, who's the one who created this, please let me know. I just am very curious when you see a name thrown into a tactic name. But this is a fairly standard 4-2-3-1. We are going to take a look at it a little bit more in depth later on in the video, but we are going to see today how it does for our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So let's head to the Premier League and see how they did. Liverpool come in second place at 84 points, 102 goals. The 102 goals is the exceptional part right there. Liverpool in second with 84 points. That's kind of an average mark. If you played FM24 and just simmed the entire season without giving them any tactics and they just kind of came up with their tactics on themselves, this is pretty much where they would end up. But only 2 points down from league leaders Manchester City. Not bad, I guess. It is, I mean, if you see it, it is a tight race right there. Only 12 points from fifth place to first. And then actually you throw in another 2 for Aston Villa in sixth. It is a fairly tight race at the top. Aston Villa coming in sixth generally is okay. We've definitely seen them come in higher spots. But 72 points with 72 goals kind of changes things a little bit. It is not a bad season whatsoever so far. Liverpool have a lot of domestic cup runs there. 4-3 in the Carabao Cup final against Aston Villa is actually a pretty good job. But you get to the FA Cup final and Aston Villa actually drops you out this time 0-1. Not the greatest. I would rather have the FA Cup, but still, you get a trophy right there. But trophy number 2 does come for Liverpool, the Europa League final against AC Milan 2-1. So overall for Liverpool, Premier League, second place, not bad, average. I mean, it's definitely nothing that I'm going to be crying home about, but you could hopefully have done a little bit better. You do win the Europa League. You do come in runners-up in the FA Cup and winners of the Carabao Cup. So overall, it's a pretty good season. But unfortunately, you don't really see it in the stats. That is, I mean, it's a lot of green, don't get me wrong, but we've definitely seen stats that have a lot more green to it. But 28 goals for Jota is wow, that's insane. 26 for Salah is very good. Nunez even with 23 and McAllister the same. Assist-wise, 25 for Mohamed Salah. I mean, the guy's a beast no matter what. 21 for Trent. Average rating 7.40 for Salah. And then you got Jota with 7.19. Not bad. Well, we've already seen this. Liverpool winning out in the Carabao Cup final. Aston Villa losing out by 1. But FA Cup final, you do pick up that trophy against, again, Liverpool. And again, trophy number 2 comes in the Europa Conference League final, 5-2 over PSV. That is a thrashing. So overall, 6th place may not be the greatest for Aston Villa. However, the 72 points is a nice tally. Winners of the Conference League, winners of the FA Cup, runners up in the Carabao Cup. I would still call this a very successful season for them. And we do see a little bit more green for them than we usually do. Goals wise though, Moussa Diaby with only 18, we've definitely seen higher from him. 16 for Zaniolo and Rogers. Assist wise, 13 for Digne and Luis. Low tallies, but you do have a lot of players in the double digits, so that kind of spreads the wealth around. But Alex Moreno with the 713. Data hub for Liverpool through the roof attacking numbers wise. And if we change to Aston Villa, not bad themselves, a little bit less in goals. Sometimes we actually see Aston Villa with more goals, but this time around, a little bit less, higher than Premier League average, which is nice to see. But overall, pretty well done. And hopefully that will reflect right here. Liverpool with 102 goals leading the league. Aston Villa in 4th with 72. Fewest shots against Liverpool in 2nd. Aston Villa all the way down in 8th. Most possession, Liverpool the only one in the list with 8th place with 53%, a little bit lower than you'd expect. Most dribbles made, Liverpool in 7th with 612. Most tackles not there. Best pass completion not there, but most shots for Liverpool in 1st with 655. Aston Villa in 3rd with 538. But now, as we can see, Ipswich Town doing a fantastic job in the league. We'll get to that in a second, but in the final of the playoffs, Ipswich Town 2-0 over Norwich, which basically means they come in 3rd place. Actually, that doesn't mean they come in 3rd place, but it means they get promoted, sitting in 3rd place, 93 points, only 1 point off of Leicester in automatic promotion in 2nd. That hurts. 113 goals for, though. 109 points for Southampton. Well done there. Schedule-wise, they lose out to Aston Villa. I should have seen that earlier, but Aston Villa beating them both times in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. You get to the semis, you got a great run there, and then you lose out in the FA Cup 5th round against, well, Arsenal. So overall, the championship was a fantastic run. 3rd place, promoted, great job there. FA Cup, 5th round, not great, but you're not expected much there. Carabao Cup semifinals, well done. So just like Liverpool and Aston Villa, they're in here mixed a bit. You got Ipswich Town in first place with 121 goals. That is just crazy. Fewest shots against, all the way down in 7th with 417. Most possession not there. Dribbles made all the way down at 8th with 731. Not there in tackles or best pass completion, but most shots for in first was 757. So with all of that said, let us take a look at this tactic itself. A sweeper keeper is where you start in support, wing backs on the left and the right in attack, individual player instructions as usual, ball playing defenders in the central spots, a deep lying playmaker in support next to a segundo volante in support, inside forward on the left in attack, an inverted winger in attack on the right, an advanced playmaker in attack in the central spots, and an advanced forward in attack up front. Very attacking on that front side. Positive mentality, in possession, attacking with his fairly wide, approach play, pass into space, and play out of defense. Passing directness is slightly shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses, and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, distribute to the center backs, and then take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. So how did it do for our 3 teams overall? I've got to say Ipswich Town, 3rd place, promoted, fantastic job, only 1 point away from Leicester. It's a well done, no question about it. And as we take a look at Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League, Liverpool coming in 2nd, yeah, it's an average mark for them, but 102 goals for is fantastic. Aston Villa in 6th, not the greatest table positioning, but 72 points is not bad. 72 goals for either. Overall, it just seems like a lot of teams were pushing them down. That is somewhat of a tight race there. But overall, looking at several trophies, all 3 teams have done a fantastic job. But that is it for me, Sapien FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.